get a little footage from down here. Yeah. That's who. These are the people we got out there.
Yeah. These are the people. I don't see it.
It's crazy.
Okay, should follow the Constitution, huh?
I told them we're going to be by the church, right?
Well, it's just crazy that this happens every day to our own people. They beat our own people every day. They imprison our own people every day in front of their kids. And none of these people come out and say anything. These people are only out here because they oppose Trump, not because they oppose what's going on. If they opposed what was actually going on, they would do it no matter who's in office, not just because it's their gang.
And guess what? Obama did 4 million people.
Weren't they say that he did more? Well, didn't they say he deported more people?
Clinton and Obama deported more people than Trump has. Yes, this is true.
Well, look at what happens to us every day.
Yeah, exactly. But
every day in our courts, we're denied.
What happened with the due process of COVID? Like,
yeah.
It was a fucking
yeah. Your due process was if you said anything about it, dude, they were shutting down your platforms, they were silencing you.
He's not breaking any laws.
I mean, you know what pissed me off is how the last guy opened our borders and flooded our country, and nobody said anything. Nobody had a thing to say. Or how about when we left Iraq and we pulled out Iraq and he gave the terrorists a hit list of all the Americans that were still left over there. That's crazy, dude.
Oh, I forgot to grab tampons.
Yes, can I have one of those?
Yes.
Thank you. You're the man. I ordered clown noses.
I stole these from Chevy Dog. Tampons.
I'm gonna give one to Giller. What up, guys? Lou, Duper, Donnie, Kevin. Just checking out what's going on out here. It actually blows my mind. I've never seen this many people out here. They don't come out for anything else. They don't come out when it's crazy because this is one of the worst police departments in the state. And they're doing illegal. They actually target, Willimantic police target immigrants. They target the poor. Nobody says anything. Ain't nobody out here when that's going on.
This place will go up like fucking.
What the hell? Why are you out here waving the pride flag? What's that doing? America's birthday, not. But I really wish these people would come out more, when stuff's happened locally, right, in our own community, in our own state. We don't see any of these people.
We want to move?
This is anti-ICE. Yeah, we can walk. This is all the people that are mad. They're only out here because they're mad at Trump. They don't come out for anything else. Not any of these people. None of them. But, I mean, they could do what they want to do, right? It's just, to me, it's kind of sad. All these people come out for nonsense, but they don't come out for anything that actually happens right here in their own community. They're not out here when the Willimantic police are targeting the immigrants, right?
It's true.
It's true. Willimantic police target the immigrants. They target the poor. That's what they do. Nobody comes out then. Not one person. But they're out here now. All these signs with due process for everyone. We don't get due process. How are you bitching about due process for people that aren't even citizens here? But you don't bitch about our due process. So, I'll fill people in. So I had court the other day for the last time Giller set me up in Willimantic when I asked him to scan my girl's plate. They said we could have a hearing to challenge it, but they said we couldn't challenge the arrest being lawful. We weren't allowed to challenge the probable cause. They said since they didn't grab me and the cops and there was a warrant signed, the warrant automatically becomes probable cause, regardless if the arrest was illegal or not. So they were pretty much forcing me to take their There's statey right there. Get out of here. Just drove by. I don't know why the state troopers even come out here. They will.
I've been seeing them here a lot.
They'll only come out here if the police ask them to. If you call them and say you need anything, they will not come.
I was at Dairy Queen the other night, and they were.
I tell them to get out. I tell them to get out. Here, Norwich, dude, they won't. They tell you to call a town. Even if the town cops are doing the wrong thing or won't assist you, they won't come. So why are you only come out here to harass and target people? But so they So they were pretty much forcing me into their deal because we couldn't fight it. They were going to sentence me, and that's where we left off. And then my lawyer got an email that night, and he said, "I've never seen this before or heard this." Himself. I mean, obviously he's seen it and heard of it, but not himself. The judge sent him an email telling him that there was an issue. He couldn't stop thinking about the hearing, and he found a huge legal issue. He didn't say what it was, but he wants to. He didn't say he would, but he said he's thinking about vacating everything. And I don't know where we're going to go from there, but he said it's not the prosecution, and he said it's not my lawyer. So who would it be on? But it blows my mind, dude. Yeah, so that's where we're at. This is Willimantic. So he said he wanted to set up a meeting with my attorney and the prosecutor ASAP to discuss it. And ASAP is June 25th. It wasn't quick, but at June 25th, I think at 9:30 or 10, they're meeting, and we're going to know what happens from there. Not just that, there's also, I'm not going to put it out there yet because I don't know for sure, and I was asked not to tell everything, I guess. But there is other stuff going on behind the scenes with this clown Giller and stuff that he's been doing, and court has been catching on. So we will see who get arrested for. The arrest I was just talking about, they arrested me for telling the cop to scan my girl's license plate because 3 weeks before that, I was meeting her to go eat lunch, and I had taped the stop like 2 hours before that, and I hadn't seen the cop since that. So I waited for her right down there at a parking lot, and when she pulled in, I turned around to go meet her. As soon as I got to the car, which was only like 10 steps, this fucking retard, Giller, was skidding behind her car, scanned her plate, and then tried to take it off. So, when I saw him a few weeks later, when he got in his car and was leaving, shut up! It's excessive noise. We're trying to talk. So, me? Why? No, why would I vote for either? I don't have to be one of these fools. Vote for one gang and then turn around and support the same thing in the other gang. They're the same goddamn thing. They just got a few different viewpoints. They all do criminal stuff. That's why I don't really. I mean, you can go out and protest whatever you want, but like I said, none of these people come out and protest anything that's happening in their community, their own state, on a daily basis. None of these people are out here. They're only out here because they don't like Trump, not because they actually support the cause or anything that's going on. They're just upset that the Red Gang won the election, and I would almost say this is all set up. How do they know where every protest in the state is going to be, exactly where it's going to be, and exactly the times it's going to be? Yeah, it's a setup. Just like when that state trooper died, and they had that rally in Wethersfield that me and this dude went to. Huh? Take whatever you want. You're in public. It's okay.
Thank you.
Well, they're fighting. How are they fighting for the Constitution? Where in the Constitution? Where somebody said they're fighting for the Constitution. What are you doing? What are they fighting? They don't come out and fight the police every day right in this town that target the immigrants. They don't come out and do anything about that. That would be more fighting for something than this. I don't think it qualifies as fighting for something if you come out and do it once every 10 years. You know what I mean? Once every. These people don't come out and do this. They only do it because they know there's going to be attention on it, and it's to oppose the other gang.
Exactly. They hate the other guy. They don't hate the people that are doing the shit.
Yeah.
They hate the guy that's on the face of it all at the moment.
You know what's funny is this is literally what they're all supposed to do. Every president is supposed to do this. They're not yelling at the ones that aren't doing
They
it.
didn't have a problem in 1992 when they had to do it in LA.
She should have asked. I would have gave it to her. I gave her one anyways, but you ain't got to ask me. We're out on the street. The bank's taking pictures of me right now. I wonder what they're going to do with this. Did you guys see they tore that down? Up there, I forgot what it was. Right there, see the blue sign? There's no more building there. That was a building.
That was the building.
Look at though. You can come out and make all this noise and it's okay. But don't tell Giller to scan your plate.
Or don't let some kid sing while he's walking out.
Yeah, yup, yeah, I forgot about that. A special needs kid. You know what I mean? It's just funny. I don't know.
Make sure you definitely don't have a fucking dog toy.
Yep. Yeah. You guys will learn about that. Yeah, that's gonna come. No, it's all right. It's coming sooner or later. But these are the. It makes me more sad than anything. It really just hurts my heart that this is what people will come oppose, but they won't oppose anything else. They won't support anything else. They won't support the stuff that happens every day. But they'll come do this. How is this for the Constitution? That's just what I want to know. It's like the second or third time I've seen that. I don't understand how this supports the Constitution. I mean, I get coming out and expressing how you feel and protesting, that's supporting it, but I just feel like honestly doing this is you're going to have absolutely no real impact on the issue. You know what I mean? But you have stuff that happens in your everyday locally that if we got together for like this, it would make a real difference. Come out here and do this every time Giller harasses an immigrant or you know what I mean? Illegally searches a Spanish dude. Come on. No, instead we'll do it once a year just because we're mad at the president. It's not about real change. It's just about a bunch of people getting together to whine about Trump. I'm actually shocked how many people are here. I'd support it if, well, I mean, I don't care. People can do whatever they want, but when they ain't supporting it no other time, I don't respect it. I think it really shows just like the delusion of the state. Like most people are just that delusional. They don't get that this is exactly what they want you to do, is fall into their drama. Spend all your time arguing with each other, fighting with each other over literal nonsense.
You know why she was coming up to the engine part?
But I asked him, I was leaving a scene after he came up and scanned my girl's plate a couple weeks earlier for no reason. It's on my page, but when I was leaving, I said, hey, do you want to scan her plate again? And I was like, I wasn't even close. I was like 60 feet away. On their cameras, you can't even hear me. And the chick he was talking to, who was the defendant in the case, hold on. Cop just went down straight. Yeah. So the defendant in the case, the reason he was there was for a domestic and a protection order violation. It was over the Frog Bridge. She turned around and started screaming at me, even though she couldn't hear me. And then he said, what's he doing? And so he asked her if she was annoyed, and he said yes, and he radioed it in that I was annoying somebody. And then he changed it to uncomfortable. His supervisor told him to leave me alone. I wasn't even there anymore. And he still decided to pursue it. And after that, you're supposed to just put a warrant out. It's a misdemeanor. I left. He didn't arrest me on scene. So instead, he went and harassed my girl's mother because he got the information off of her plate a couple weeks earlier. Then he went to my girl's house, and that video's on my channel too. There was no video from when they went to my girl's. They misused their body cameras and didn't follow the state law. Up there on the left, Paul. Cops. So, he went that way, but he's probably gonna loop around. But so then he went and harassed my girl, searched her house, whole bunch of stuff. They never even bothered going to my address that they have. That's on every FOIA complaint. That's on every complaint form. They know where I live. They've sent the state police to my house before, but they didn't. They just went and harassed them, then went and got a warrant for me that some stupid judge signed. Well, Judge Green signed it, which is absolute nonsense. And they arrested me for it, and I've been fighting it for almost 2 years now. They were supposed to have a hearing. They had 120 days to hold this hearing.
Okay.
That's what it sounds like. And 2 years later, to the day, well, not to the day, but almost 2 years to the day, they're trying to have the hearing. I said they had 120 days to have this hearing. Oh, it don't matter. It don't matter. Nothing matters because they do whatever they want. Oh, you're beautiful. So they asked, everybody out here whining about due process and this and that, but they ain't even out here doing this for their own citizens. We don't get due process. Why are we out here yelling at due process for them? It's how delusional people are. But that's also people that know nothing about anything. They've never been, I bet, guarantee you 85%, they've never been through the system. They've probably never even been arrested.
Where was Jeff going?
I don't know, that's why I thought he told you.
He was going to go over that bench over there. So I think
we can loop around or cut through right here.
Yeah.
So, Supra, they need to bring him back, put 2 JZs back in him. I want a Husky so bad, dude. That dog is gorgeous. Yeah, but and I really think it would make a big difference if any of these people got out into their community on a daily basis and actually saw what was going on. Go sit in court 1 day a month for a year and see what's going on. Instead, they sit at home and they watch their TV. They get mad about shit like this. They come out and yell cocaine. That's really what it sounds like they're saying.
Cocaine.
What are they saying?
Cocaine.
Cocaine. That's just what I'm going to keep saying every time I hear it now. But I don't know. It'd be nice if, I don't know, just like a broken record. At least they're wearing their true costumes. You saw her?
Washington's wooden teeth.
Was she? I saw a clown.
Did you?
Yeah, you see her?
Yeah.
Probably how she dresses all the time. You know, they're not supposed to. You're not supposed to impede the sidewalk. Doesn't matter what you're doing. They won't even come bug them. Nobody would, even if they were doing something wrong, they wouldn't come down here. Whatchamacallit? This heavily democratic town, they love this. They do. The mayor's probably sitting up in one of these buildings watching. Yeah, literally. Oh, I love it. I love it. Look at all these idiots. That's what he's saying. I don't know. What up, guys? PFR, Christina, Southern, Maria, Baruch, LaPointe, Modern, George, Good Time, Tyler, Lord, Mark, Modern again. We're just out here. I don't know how many people have been on here, but it's just, this makes me more sad than anything. Like, just because There's so much other stuff that people could come out and get together for and oppose that happens daily in this town, in this state. And you don't see any of them. None of them. They're all sitting at home watching their TV, bitching about Trump or Biden or whose gang's worse. And people always tell me all the time, oh, you're a Republican? Are you a this? I am neither. Why would I? No. I don't care if anybody does. I mean, it's America. You can do what you want, but...
Past 5 o'clock, go home.
Yeah. Well, it says it's only from 3 to 4. How do they know? How do they know?
3 to 4. He was telling me it was 4.
Oh, I thought it... Yeah. So how'd they know?
Oh, maybe I did tell you it was 4.
Yeah, that's why...
Norwich is 4 to 5.
4 to 5. Is it, or is it 2 hours? Norwich might be 2 hours.
Yeah, I'm not going down there.
Neither am I. I just wanted to come out here just to see everybody that could be out here and oppose a lot more and just chooses not to. Norwich, anybody that goes out in Norwich is just a fucking idiot. You guys got the mayor forcing people to give their name to seek at public meetings, making it panhandling illegal, all that stuff, and you're gonna go out and cry about this? You know, you guys got real stuff going on in your town. Your mayor acts more like a king than anybody I know, and nobody says anything about that.
Yeah, just hold them to this. Have everybody remember this.
Yeah.
It's all
Exactly.
going to come back into play very soon, but in a different way.
Yep.
Different people.
Yeah.
If it's the principle that they're standing for, that's one thing.
Yeah. Well, if it was the blue gang doing this, they wouldn't be out here.
There's no principle.
Yep. It would be the red gang. That's all it is. They just swap sides. Swap who's doing it. But what's on? Is there anybody on the other side? We can go check out the other side. The bridge itself.
It's all the same.
I wonder where we could go for a walk. The cops are sitting somewhere around here. You know that. We can go for Jeff. Where's Jeff? He stayed over there?
There he is behind us.
I just don't want to lose him. Hey. Want to go stroll around the perimeter and see where the cops are sitting? They're somewhere close. They have to be. We saw him over there, but I don't know where he went. But I know they're somewhere. They're close. Yeah. I say just square the block. And they may have seen us already, but I haven't seen them up close, so they might not even know. I mean, they probably know. But where was everybody when they were forcing everybody to get these fake shots? You know what I mean? Nobody was out protesting them. Yeah, no, you're right. Look at what they just did to Norwich. They jacked their taxes up. You got people selling their houses because they don't even want to be out there. Have you ever seen... Hey! What up? That's the kid. You alright? Have they messed with you? No. Alright, I'm just checking. I just want to make sure. I know Giller's got a hard on for you, so... I like that suit, man. But he hasn't had a bite. I feel bad because he used to ask me all the time for cigarettes, and I give anybody anything. But if I get a weird vibe from you, or I just feel like you ask me all the time, and he would, so I wouldn't give him anything. And then I started talking to him finally, and I'm like, you know what? You're just not right. So you got an look at that. How the fuck is that appropriate?
What, on the parking?
You can't do that.
People, is catching people there.
Where's the parking guy? Where's the parking ferry? The meter ferry. What's today? He ain't working. The cops tried to tell me that they can't write tickets. Parking tickets.
Oh, yeah?
The meter guy has to. Yeah. And then I caught him.
Right,
The supervisors. Out of 3 cars parked wrong. Hitting me and running.
She got congressional authority.
Yeah. That looks like a great spot. Let's park right in the middle of the goddamn sidewalk. Fucking geniuses. You ain't special, lady.
You got congressional authority, huh?
I'm just trying to go to work.
I feel that sucks. I mean, I get that, but you still gotta park wherever the fuck you can. You know what I mean? It doesn't give you the right to park on the sidewalk. Park and walk. For some reason, I thought that's what you guys meant. The food co-op. When he said it, I thought it was over there. I forgot it was separate. That's why when you guys yelled, I'm like, what? This fucking place, probation. They're the devils. They really are. They get away with everything. Like probation officers, court marshals.
I think it's time for a marshmallow.
What's a marshmallow? Oh, smoke? Yeah. I'm just smoking right now. But that's it. We're just checking it out. We're going to loop right back around and get in there. Oh, I didn't even see this. I mean, I look at it like this. If anybody wants to come to this country, absolutely come to this country. Just do it legally. I know if I am out and I get caught speeding, or if I break a law, regardless if my kids are with me or not, Connecticut's making a huge deal about that lady being arrested in front of her kids. New Haven is one of the worst police departments in the state of Connecticut. They beat people up in front of their kids and arrest them, I would guess, on a daily basis. And nobody comes out and says anything about that. And now we have the mayor out speaking about how deplorable it is, and it's bad, and this and that. Why isn't the mayor come out and speak any other time? Just like everybody here. We have real issues in Willimantic, Connecticut. The police department target the immigrants, the poor. You know what I mean? And not one of these fools comes out anytime that happens. Not one of them. So do they really care? I don't think they really care. I think it's just a chance to come out and cry about their opposing buddies and the gang they don't like, the gang they didn't vote for, and this is what they're going to do. I don't know. They could be out here fighting shit that literally happens in this town. Shit that's happened recently in this town. And they don't. So, do they really care? Are you guys doing that? If you're going to do it, I'm just going to walk and then I'll meet back up with you when you're done. Send me a message when you're done. Yeah, I'm just gonna cut down, but I want to keep seeing it. So, but that's how I feel. I don't know. We don't get away with breaking the law. We get held to the full extent of the law for everything. So, why are we having a fit when other people get held to the law? I mean, how many come over and work under the table? How many come over and get on food stamps or our insurance and stuff that we pay for and then work and don't put any taxes or anything back in because they're pocketing all their money. Free housing. The last administration was opening the doors right up and letting them in, treating them better than any of our homeless veterans, any of our people. So, where do you go? I got one right here. There's a cop over here. We're going to go see what he's doing. But that's just how I feel. I don't care about anybody actually coming here. This whole country's full of immigrants and people that came here from other countries. That's what most of this country's built on. But if you're doing it illegally, once you sneak into the country, once you do whatever you do, stay past your visa, if it violates the law, then that's on you. You don't get special. These people are literally out here fighting, saying that they should get special treatment. Are they going to be the new sovereign citizens? The laws don't apply to them? Like, are they going to be in the same category as the cop? I don't know. Nobody else. Well, man, cops target immigrants every day. Nobody comes out and says a thing about that. We got these fools hiding right here. Don't look like a parking spot. I mean, they're touching each other. 32 WM. They're driving Dodges now. They got rid of the Fords. That's Cat Zaro. He took his costume out of town. He's the one that went with Giller to tell my girl's mother that I'm a bad dude and I'm a troublemaker and I'm this and I'm that. I ain't got nothing to say to you. Then he went and searched my girl's house like a clown. I actually really used to like him and stick up for him. But state law says the only time they can leave the town is when they have a warrant or they're in pursuit of somebody. They had neither of those things. I have camera. And you know what's funny? When they went to my girl's mother's house to run their mouth, neither of them had their body cameras on, violating our state law. Happy birthday, Adriel. So, Mike, are you a retard? Do you know what today is? I have a better job than you. I work more than you. Maybe you should do some homework instead of just whining like a fool. But yeah, that's Officer Cantanzaro. I can't front. I used to like him. I used to stick up for him. But after you break the law, you know what I mean? When state law clearly says you can't leave your town without a warrant or in pursuit, and they just choose to go run their mouth and harass people, you're on the shit list. So Cantanzaro is now a scumbag. We know he's a crook. We know he supports bad police, and we know he will do whatever the gang tells him to do. So it's just, and that's what sucks, is even like what I'm learning is all the ones that are quote unquote good aren't good. They just are good at putting on a show, and their true colors will come out sooner or later. Sooner or later they'll put them out. The first chance they get, they will fuck you. And honestly, I didn't even know it was him. My girl said it was the midget, so I thought it was the real midget, the Spanish midget that got caught crashing his car right there doing 100 down the 25, leaving the bar at 3 in the morning. I thought it was him. Well, when I got the camera footage, I found out it was this midget. And he's not as good as he was. Why does he have a beard right now? It's not No Shave November. He's not supposed to have a beard. So they can arrest me for whatever they want. Court's catching on to their bullshit. Court is catching on to Willimantic PD. So let them do what they want. Oh yeah, there's no way I have a girl because some fool Charles made it up. Oh, man. Another thing in the comments that I lost because some idiot said so. Let's see, are you slow? Did I already tell you that the video's up? Slow guys? I have the video from when they were in her apartment. So, but this is what Willimantic does. Most of the time during the day, these idiots are just sitting at the department. You can come by anytime during the day, and 99% of their vehicles are sitting at the department. They don't go out and they don't do anything. Then when second shift comes on, when most of the gangbangers come in, they just go out and harass everybody. But you guys got to watch out for this dude, because he'll play good. He'll act like he's a good dude. And I guarantee you he was before he started the gang. Then he started the gang and they just got to him. You can only work with a scumbag like Giller for so long before you're committing the crimes. And the worst part is even if he knew it was wrong, Charles, you're an idiot. Learn what harassment means, my girl. Oh, you're harassing somebody, even though I don't know what harassment is. Change your rag, bro. But you can only work with a crook like that. And even if, I'm sure his supervisors have told him to go. So, would you guys break the law if your boss told you to? You know what I mean? I'm not upset. I just don't like him. Man pond. Extra flow. I need the biggest one. But these guys need to be, and they're very good at manipulating their body cameras. When they came out of the house, Giller, oh, you got to shut your camera off. You got to shut your camera off. Well, their car cams were still running. They searched 3 people's yards thinking that I was there, even though there was only one way in and one way out of the apartment. It was 3 stories up. There was no way I was getting out of that apartment if I was there while they were there. But they swore I did. Then they went and they lied. They said that my girl hid stuff. She hid my backpack when their video clearly shows that my backpack wasn't hidden. None of my belongings were there besides a backpack with my clothes because I didn't live there. They went and claimed that there was neighbors that said I had just left, except there was no statements, no nothing. Torito, who said I'm tough? God, you're slow. Well, good point, Ryan. Can I blow you? Mike's got a hard on for Ryan. Oh, these guys are super liars. How are you gonna put in your they're not even called police reports anymore. They're just called narratives because that's literally all it is. We're at the protest in Willimantic, but I found these fools, and this guy is a super dangerous cop. He lies. He will willingly break the law just to get you in trouble for nothing. These guys are so fucking retarded. They don't even understand what breach of peace is. They don't even understand what interfering is. They think you simply talking from 30 feet away is interfering, is breach of peace. They will solicit. The last time they arrested me, they solicited the breach of peace from the lady they were investigating for domestic violence and a protective order violation, which in Connecticut, they have a duty to arrest. If there's a domestic situation, they have to arrest somebody. And you know what? They let her go to go run their mouths to my family, to go cry to my girl's mother. And luckily, she's known me for a long time, and she knew me when I wasn't such a great person. So when they went there lying, they went there and told her, oh, your daughter's been driving him around all day. She wasn't. She literally just left her mother's house. So they knew right off the bat they were fucking idiots. And let's not forget, why was I out here that day? Oh, because these retards shut down not just this park, every park and cemetery in this town. They shut it down. And they paid every fucking one of these losers at the department to go sit in our public parks and harass everybody while they ate pizza and drank soda on overtime. Like, all these fools up there right now holding them signs, why ain't they back here? These guys harass and target the immigrants and the homeless every day. They literally do. Ain't nobody back here, so they're really not fighting for the right thing. I can't believe you even tried to talk to me. It's probably because for a while I didn't know it was him. So I was alright with him for a while. And then this is the first time I've seen him since I found out. But I'm not gonna sit here and play cool with you. I've talked to him, I've talked up the hell out of him. Told everybody he was a good dude, and you know what I mean? The routine. I lied. I didn't know. Well, it's not that I lied, I just didn't know. You guys want a tampon? You guys want a tampon?
I got another one if you got a big hole.
You guys want one? You want it? Want it? This is the dude, this is the fool that went to my house. Yeah, he went to this is the one that went to my girl's house. Out of state, out of jurisdiction. Took his little costume and went out of jurisdiction.
One in the back, like Giller. Yeah.
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 He's a scumbag, dude. You guys going up there? I was just watching him because he's a little maggot, dude. He's a scumbag,
Yeah, I'm
bro.
standing with my back to him.
And you know what's funny? Yeah. I used to tell everybody he was cool as hell. I used to think he was cool. I really, dude, one day I was holding the coffee and it flipped out of my hand while I was trying to move it, like I jumped. He didn't do it, but the dude caught it right way up. I didn't even spill it and handed it to me. I'm like, no way. And he's like, yeah, you gotta be nice to me then. I'm like, I ain't got no problem with you. Why would I be mean to you? I don't even know you. But it was crazy. I ain't seen that fool. He tried talking to me. He rolled his window down. I was like, I ain't got nothing to say to you. I'm gonna sit here and talk to you, bro.
You wasn't gonna talk to you just now?
He tried to when I first walked up.
There was another cop that went by that way.
I told him, I said, I got nothing to say to you. Why am I gonna sit here and act cool with you? You're a fucking scumbag, dude. Literally a scumbag.
Did you see what he did when I went to him and said, he's like, come on.
Yeah.
Come on. Come here. It's me.
I don't know, dude. I guarantee you when he started, he was an alright dude.
Yeah. Well, that's how they all start.
Well, not all of them. Giller was never a good dude. Giller was a scumbag his whole life.
You're right. Not all
but
of them.
I think most of them do start off alright.
And if you're alright, you have to turn into a dick or you're gonna fall apart.
Yeah. Or they're gonna vote you. They're gonna cut you out.
They're not gonna support you.
No.
It's like typical, man.
Oh, guys, some fairy Mike feels bad for me. I don't know, just because he's an idiot. It hurts my feelings. Oh no, Mike, mommy spent too much time telling you that your opinion matters too much, my guy. I feel bad for you that you're sitting at home whining about what a stranger's doing online, and you're so lame that you don't even have any real insults. So you're just sitting there mumbling. Oh, I feel bad. You don't have a job. Oh. Him and his butt buddy are talking each other up. But it's just, why ain't they back there? Up here, they're not going to change anything. You go back there and oppose the guys actually harassing the people, stuff might change. But it's weird, if we come out and protest, we get arrested. You know what I mean? If you come out and protest them, you get arrested. They come out, they guard the place for you. But well, you said all you need to say, Mike. That's how I know you're retarded. Well, I support the red gang, not the blue gang. You're an idiot, my guy. Both sides are trash. Both sides are full of corruption. And none of you idiots come out and do anything about it. You whine online, or maybe you'll come out like this once a year, once every other year. But this ain't gonna do nothing. What's this gonna do? But they don't oppose the local communities harassing and abusing the public. What the fuck's going on here? You're a beast. You said Fishnet Freddy? You're a beast. But I truly believe that you don't care if you only come out once a year, once every 10 years. I just don't get it. How is mass deportation fascism? If you're kicking out people that are breaking the law, how is that fascism? Nobody was out running around when they were forcing everybody to stay in their houses, when they were forcing everybody to get a vaccine that didn't even work. Nobody said a thing then. That was way worse than this. They were attacking American people. They were making people. They were making people lose their business, like businesses, everything. Nobody said a thing. Look at, like those masks do something. The people fall for that stuff. Yeah, OSHA approved. But this is what happens. Well, Mike, again, I don't really care if you agree or if you disagree. You are literally a nobody. And, oh yeah, I'm doing it for clicks and views. What do you think I actually get rich from this? Do you think I make a living off this? I could care less about the clicks and views. I'm just sharing the information that's going on in my community. I'm showing all the idiots. I mean, you'd have to be an idiot. If you don't come out and protest the stuff that's actually happening every day in this state. It happens in every state, but I truly believe if you put this much effort into fighting this stuff in your own community, you'd get somewhere. If this many people showed out every time a cop did something wrong. So what they're basically saying is it's okay you can't deport them, but once they're here, you can target them, you can put them in jail, do all that, just don't deport them. Bunch of idiots.
Oh, because it makes money for the system.
Yeah, it all is. All of it is.
It's just another body.
Good point, Modern. But theirs is also twisted and has a narrative. I just come out and show what's going on. I'll tell people what I think, but that doesn't necessarily mean that's the truth. I mean, that's just my opinion. I've just never seen it. I've never seen this many people come out for any. When that 22-year-old trans girl was punched in the face up there for no reason. Ain't nobody showed out for that. And they were already here. Street Fest was going on. Nobody said a thing. And they let the cops off. The cops buried it. They literally buried it. So I don't know. I just don't believe you care if you selectively choose. You know what I mean? Oh, I only care when the red
care
gang
all
is
the way
doing it.
around.
It's only bad if the red gang is doing it. But let them feel how they feel, I guess. People watch too much TV, and they don't go out and see what the hell's actually going on. But this is exactly what they want you to do. The government wants you to go fight with each other. Spend all your time arguing. You'll never catch on to what's really going on. You're too busy fighting about the gangs. I can't believe I seen this fool dude. But, and that's it. I don't know how many. There's probably, what would you,
3,000.
how many?
3,000 people.
Here? Where'd you hear that?
Like one of the guys,
Right by me. I got it on my camera.
Good.
Lady walked
one of
right
the
by
guys
me.
was announcing it was like over 2,000.
Yeah, that's quite a bit of.
Yeah. And none of these people come out for anything else that happens out here, though. And it's all, most 90%, dude, everything, I'm not even saying, but most of it's old people or just straight weirdos. I've seen so many weirdos. The young ones are all weirdos.
I think you had to step up to an eye alignment machine before you fucking stepped on scene today. And if your eyes were a little too far apart or equal, yeah, they're a little too close together. I think for most of these people.
Yep.
A little too far apart in some cases. A little wall-eyed.
I don't know. I just don't get it. It literally blows my mind. And everybody's like, oh, we accomplished something. What the hell did you accomplish? What did this do? And you won't see any of these people again until the next time they're mad at the red gang.
Yeah. No cocaine.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. Oh, look at dude. Hey, they got a big sign over there. Bound down later. Ain't none of these fools standing up. How? Stand up later on when the Willimantic police target one of these immigrants right here and pull them over for no goddamn reason and search them for 2 hours.
Before the end of the night.
Yeah, come stand up then. Come do something. Come actually do something. Instead of just whining with a sign.
Yeah, do you think this is really, all these are really going to change anything?
I don't. I do not. It's not even, you're doing something on the local level that doesn't even affect them. And I mean, I would 100% say, and it seems staged. How do they know where every single one of these are going to be? The exact times they're going to be. How do they know? Yeah. Everybody wearing goddamn masks like they do anything. What the fuck is wrong with you?
They miscode you. Gotta bring it back.
For real.
Taking it back.
I gotta go get in my car, drive by myself with it. But I don't know. I just don't think they're gonna change anything like this because it's posted everywhere. What's posted everywhere? It's literally on every site. They know the exact times it is. They know the exact streets they're on. The blue gang set it up. Boo! I don't support either side, so I'll boo everybody. I like how they're really making it out like people are, oh, they're attacking people. They're doing this. They're doing what they're supposed to do. I mean, if they're violating the law and they know the punishment, wouldn't it be they're not doing anything but what they're supposed to be doing? I mean, it's simple. You want to be here, come over correctly. It's really, how does it get any harder? That's not confusing. And then they're like, oh, they're arresting people in front of their kids. They're doing this, they're doing that. Okay, and how is that any different than anybody else that gets arrested in the country on a daily basis? They arrest people in front of their kids every day. They beat people in front of their kids every day. So it's okay when it's an American they're doing it to. But as soon as they do it to an illegal citizen or an illegal alien that's not even a citizen, then it's wrong. Like, that's just what makes me think that they're all idiots, because you don't stand up and say anything when they do it to you or your own people. But as soon as it's somebody else, it's wrong. The TV told us it's wrong, so it's wrong. Like, it blows my mind.
All these news outlets were basically advertising.
They were. I looked it up, and the first thing I saw was NBC. Everyone for the state is listed on there. Exact time, exact place, exact street. Yeah, literally. Because it's a, you know what I mean? This is a blue gang state. It's not just a blue police state. It's just a blue gang state. So they support them to the max. Oh man, some of these people are slow, man. K-Town lady, this kid's gone. Sounds like you're gone. You watch too much TV, lady. I'm probably gonna bounce in a minute.
One person picks on my fishing vest, I'm coming to get you.
Yeah. That tampon was the best thing ever. Did they move? What? I'm gonna end this, guys. I just wanted everybody to see it. See all these fools. See everybody that, I don't know. I just do not believe that you actually believe in any of this if you've never been out and protested anything before. You don't protest anything that, I mean, I feel like you'd have a way bigger chance at actually making a difference if you protested stuff as it was happening in your communities. You know what I mean? It would make a bigger difference if every time somebody, the police or the mayor, did some bullshit out here, 3,000 people went and stood outside the town hall. I believe that would make a difference. But this is just a show. That's all it is. A show set up by the blue gang to cry about the red gang. And that's all it really seems like. So, oh, these little fairies are still hanging out right here. Windows down, just go hand them a tampon. But, well, I should go ask them why they're not arresting people. Those horns are louder than I was. You know what I mean? Oh, it's okay for this to go on, but I can't tell fucking Giller to scan my girl's plate, or he's gonna go harass everybody in my family, and they cry about it. Not only that, you guys want to hear something even worse? How did their victim, right? Their victim that was the defendant in the domestic case, he brought her to court. Why would he bring her to court? Does that seem like right with you? Does that seem like how it's supposed to be? Happy Beater, same here, bro. Enzo, good to see you. No, we're clearly not in LA. It says right on the thing where we are. Watch out for those criminals! Black and white car, they'll attack you. Don't beep your horn too loud. They'll go to all your families. They'll take their costumes out of town. Bunch of fairies. They were further than me from last time. They might come beat me up right now. He is. He's a loser. Fairy! You see him roll down the window the rest of the way? Give him the hand job! Yeah! Jerk him off! Better watch out. He'll go try and see your girl naked. He probably is. Giller, I gotta meet up with you. We gotta talk about this. What else can we make up? That's what they hate. You know what I mean? They probably were like, fuck. There's 3 of them? No, you know what though? Now I'm gonna come out. I want to see him out on I want to see him doing stops again. That's what I want to see. I want to come out here this week, catch him out when there's not a show going on. See what he's doing. I can't believe he tried to talk to me. So he rolled the window. I'm like, I got nothing to say to you guys. Roll it up. I'll see you guys on the next one. There was a bunch of people from there. There was like 500 people.